look what I have for your pleasure and enjoyment today and my misery. I'll explain that in a bit. This is a Ruger #1. It is chambered in 375 H&H Magnum. And for those of you who are familiar with that cartridge, you know what I'm talking about. Not necessarily misery, but we're going to be experiencing some recoil today, okay? And I mean, these are premium bullets. Let's see. Before I shoot those, the Swift A-frame bullet, these are going to be trucking along. They're 300 grain bullets, muzzle velocity 2450, okay? 300 grain bullet going 2450. And energy 4,000 pounds. So that's beyond a 38 special. All right, these are 270 grains, and they're going a little bit faster. All right, so that's what this is, and that's how we came by it. And we've got kind of a classic gun. This thing was designed in like 1966, around there, and I think that went into production in 1967. So it's right at 50 years old, and it's been around. They're a classic. They are revered. They're a very strong rifle. They're a pretty rifle. They're well made. They're sturdy, durable. They're a handy size. Because, you know, just like with a shotgun, a double barrel shotgun or a single barrel shotgun, because the barrel comes back so far into the firearm, you can have a fairly long barrel. For example, when I hold this up inside it, you might just, I mean, really that barrel sticks out about like a 16-inch barrel on an AR or something. You know, it's just, but it's a 24-inch barrel, okay, 24 inches, because it comes not quite a bullpup, but the barrel comes back so far you don't have the action up here, you know, either bolt or semi-automatic or anything. So I don't know if you've thought about that much. That's my job to make you think about it, right? So you can get a long barrel, hence more velocity, with a shorter overall firearm, and is a single shot. This 375, this cartridge is suitable for essentially any of those. Okay, any of those big game animals, even elephant. A lot of elephant have been taken with that round. Okay, it is mighty powerful. All right, I'm just trying to really ham it up here so you'll feel sorry for me. Put the big torpedo in. This is a falling block action. It's pretty cool. See how it works. And you put that torpedo in. Let's put it on safe first. Man, you wouldn't want this, even if it's pointing down range, you wouldn't want this thing going off before you're ready. You want it against your shoulder. All right, why don't we just lead off with shooting that tub of water down there. Okay, I think John has some special camera activity in that thing. All right, if I fall back and knock you down, John, I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh, something came back and hit me in the foot. It might have been the GoPro. All right, jack the round out. I'll pick those up later. So there you go, single shot. Now this one has a big heavy barrel. It's just like the 458 Win Mag. They make this thing in every chamber and you can imagine. And this is the heavy barrel kind of version, and you want some weight on this thing. All right, let's try it again. Oh, you know what? I always wanted to go bowling with a 375 H&H Magnum. Now I have. All right, there's a jug. Let's take him out. Cool. Pretty cool. Let's put one on this target right here. Let's see, now it'll print low, I think. Man, woo, that's some vibration. Well, wouldn't you know it, I'd pick one of those paper targets that has 2 targets on it. Man, bullseye. Hey, even at whatever, 7 yards, I'll take it. Because if you're ever going to flinch, this gun will make you flinch. Or it could. In a lot of ways, this is good training, shooting a big gun like this, because, I mean, you literally, I mean, you could, you can anticipate that recoil to the point where you miss that big blue water container I was shooting at. You know, that kind of thing could happen. So it really does provide a lesson in concentration for you. Let's shoot some of these others here. I don't know that I can tell any difference. Wow. So like I said, in 67 this thing came out, been chambered in a variety of cartridges. Everything from, like, I don't know about 22 long rifle, maybe so, but like 223 on up, 458 Win Mag, just all the big cartridges, all the small cartridges. Very successful rifle. They don't make as many of them as they used to. I think now they make just one run a year and in one chambering, and that's kind of the way they do it. But if you're looking for one in a certain chambering, you probably find a used one somewhere. Wonder how that piece of blue plastic got up on the table. And they're not cheap. I'm not sure what they sell for now. I see them priced all over the place. You can find a used one like this for I don't know, anywhere probably under $1,000, I guess. Just depends on the chambering and everything. But they're kind of collectible because they're hard to get. If you decided you wanted one in this cartridge or in a 308 or whatever it is today, and you started looking around, you'd have probably a hard time finding one. You might find it, but it'd be kind of random. By the way, I've got the 308. Speaking of 308, I put it out here, the cartridge. I brought one out just to show you the difference. This is the 375, the classic round. It's a little bigger than a 308, isn't it? And it's neat because, I mean, this cartridge has been praised by so many professional hunters. Back when I had my other one, it was an A-bolt Browning, as I said. I did a lot of reading. It kept coming up as this is the cartridge, the one cartridge that professional hunters, if they had to settle on one cartridge to hunt like anything, almost anywhere in the world, it would be the 375 H&H Magnum. Now that may have changed some. There's been some other copies of it, and a lot of cartridges have come along since then, but it's a very versatile, big game cartridge. I remember a guy right here in my own county used to say he deer hunted with the thing. He just loaded it down and he hunted with it. But it's mainly for really big game. All right, so it is a used gun, but it's in nice shape, isn't it? I haven't noticed many flaws. There's a little bit right there, but it's a dandy. There's something about a single shot, the mystique of it. I don't know how many of you have experienced that. Let me get some of these out. I was over here to get these. The recoil and the blast, it might just make me silly today, okay? So forgive me. Is there such a thing as being drunk from recoil? But there's a mystique about and a romance to a single shot. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you have one shot and you have a cool rifle, you know, a really nice rifle, it's only going to fire one time. And like I say, I don't really hunt, but I remember I did deer hunt a little bit back in the early 70s when I got out of college. I never did get one, but I had that feeling when I had my muzzle loader, my Hawken rifle out, you know, standing behind a tree, acting like I was deer hunting. And there's just something really different knowing you had one shot and you're going to have to make it count if you got a shot. And you know what I'm talking about. So even in a modern rifle, there's just something special about it, something different that's hard to explain, but it's pretty cool. All right, here we go. What's this stuff called? Premium Safari Cape Shock. Okay, what do we want to shoot? What do we want to shock? Well, somebody set some, I guess, empty 5-gallon buckets around here, so maybe we'll just see if there's anything in them. I believe this will open them up. What'd I tell you? That's how you open a bucket. Let's open another one. Oh man, that's one of these hot shot bullets too. All right, here we go. Well, I might get a shower here. Oh! Oh man, and we got to try. I think these are really designed. I got them in my pocket though. They were designed for cinder blocks. So I've got 3. Let's back up a little bit and let's plug that cinder block down there, John. All right. I guess I won't need the other rounds. Oh boy. I wasn't going to take any long shots, but I've got, there's a little bit of cinder block over there on that barrel. Okay, it prints a little bit low. Let's see, I won't take too many shots at it, but I'll take one or two. All right. Boy, that thing means business. It definitely means business. Oh, we got another bowling pin. Better not miss it. It took that off, man. Woo! Hey, if you ever needed a limb saver, yeah, it's nice on this. I've got to shoot a couple more. I've not had enough punishment. Which one should we shoot? All right, let's just shoot a couple there. I can't tell any difference in the recoil. And some of you are probably interested. You already saw this one. So we got 300 grains at 2450, and these are let's see, these are 270 grain, and we're getting, let's see, 2690 at the muzzle, 2690. Okay, so they're both pretty stout. That's probably why I can't really tell any difference. They set you back, but they don't really hurt you. And the Band-Aid or my technique has taken care of my knuckle, so I haven't had that problem yet today. All right, here's on. Woo. Nice. A little bit of vibration when you fire this thing. Wow. Just about put that in the same. I mean, it's not impressive shooting. It is in a way, because the incredible blast and recoil, it's just hard not to anticipate it, okay? That piece of wood there is a 6x6. So let's just see if I'll go through that. We can always buy another piece there. All right. I believe it did. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, plus I saw it hit right there. Not always good to shoot into gravel. Depends on where your range is. I'll be darned, it went through that too, didn't it? Right through the water. It's a famous round for penetration, of course, and you saw that occur a couple of times. I didn't set any 2 liters up. It would just been like extreme overkill. It's funny, I had the 2 liters out and labels off and everything. I was going to put them up, and I took a couple shots with it again, and I thought, oh, wait a minute. I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to shoot this thing. We need to shoot something a little bigger for whatever it is, 5 or 6 shots, and but that's not too bad. I mean, I could shoot it another 8 or 10 times, really. You want me to? Just have anything to shoot. It's a powerful round and a classic round, so it's kind of cool to have them in the same package, the 375. That's what was really appealing to me when, like I said, I was walking through there and I picked that thing up. Whenever I see a Ruger #1, I bet you in the last 10, 20 years, I have never seen one in a gun shop that I didn't grab if I could get to it and see what caliber it was, you know, what cartridge it was. Because I just always had in the back of my mind, I'd like to have one sometime, and particularly if it was chambered in the right cartridge, and preferably in a powerful cartridge. It doesn't appeal to me as much in a 223 or something. But then again, I don't know, what am I going to do? I've already scratched that itch. I had a 375 for a while. Remember the one I told you about I shot road signs with all the time? I've had that. I've had a 458 Win Mag and everything. So I guess I've scratched that itch pretty well. But it's kind of neat to have another opportunity to scratch it, you know, a little bit and bring it to you guys. So very interesting history of the cartridge. If you want to read more on it, I think you'll find it, you know, pretty interesting. And the same for the gun. Single shots are they're just cool. Not maybe a great defensive weapon, but as a plinker, as a hunter, just whatever, they're kind of special. Most of them are just really good, solid guns. Whoever makes them, it's like the old Sharps rifles, and these, they'll just take a beating and keep on trucking. So I don't know if there's anything I forgot to tell you about that you might want to know, but you can still find them. They're available. Seems like most of the time they're a used one because they just make them randomly. They don't make big numbers of them. Okay, put it that way. So we appreciate getting this from Buds, and like I say, they have some pretty interesting used guns that occasionally. We brought back another firearm that you either already have seen or you will see, a custom 44 Magnum that they took in trade from somebody or bought from somebody. So maybe we'll have to get back to 22s. Here I am, 375 H&H Magnum, 44 Magnum. Give myself a break with a 17 maybe HMR or something. So anyway, I'll quit rambling. I'm just kind of stupid drunk from shooting a 375 H&H and all the recoil and the blast, but I'm okay. My arm is intact, and we'll survive. Pretty cool. Life is good.